What up, Smile Squad? It's your girl, Amber Smiles Jones, and welcome back to the Professionally Silly channel. I'm using my new MV7 microphone for this episode. Really excited about it. This is going to be a very interesting episode because this video that you're seeing is going to be a part of my next podcast episode. So it's going to be a segment on there. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out the Professionally Silly podcast, which is available everywhere that podcasts can be found. Okay, so I want to go ahead and we're going to talk about the single life, but not really. Sort of. If you are lucky enough to have a significant other out there in this world, count your lucky stars because there is not a lot out there. Y'all done got the good ones. It's a crapshoot out there. So today I'm going to share with you some worst first date stories. Listen, there are a lot of people out there that have some cringy first date stories, funny first date stories. If you're anything like me, you're probably wondering, date? Well, what foreign word is that, date? What does that mean? Is that Latin? Listen, it's been a while. Leave me alone. Make sure you guys do me a favor and click that thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe because that is literally the only way to take me from a small creator to a medium small creator. Help me get inside that algorithm. And if you are joining me on the Professionally Silly podcast right now, make sure you go ahead and hop on over to the Professionally Silly YouTube channel and join in on the Audible Silly visually. All right, let's go ahead and get into these worst first date stories. I'm so excited because all of these stories is pretty much what I will be experiencing as I'm swiping left and right. God, I really miss the good old days where you could like meet somebody while you're out, but now it feels like anytime I go out, I'm surrounded by couples and you're like, how'd you meet? They're like Tinder, Match.com, Hinge, Bumble, Instagram. I'm like, what? I miss the 90s. We used to go to bars and well, I'm saying it like I was an adult in the 90s, but on TV, they went to bars and clubs and museums and they met people. What the It's not fair. But I'm not bitter, even though Valentine's Day is on the way, just rearing its ugly ass head around the corner. But again, I'm not bitter. Let's get on to these stories before I embarrass myself even more than I already have. Okay, let's go ahead and get to these first dates. I went on a first date and took her to the cinema. When I paid for the drinks, snacks, she held her hand out for the change and then proceeded to put it in her pocket. On the second date we went for dinner, I left cash for the tip. She picked it up and pocketed it. No third date. First of all, I would like to say how difficult it is to say pocketed it. She picked it up and pocketed it. Pocketed it. Why can't he just say she picked it up and then put it in her pocket? Like, I understand that's more words, but pocketed it is easier to read without saying it. I feel like I know what I'm saying. But what a hell of a date. Like, who does that? Why? Why is that something that someone would do? That's wow. I'm honestly surprised there was a second date after she stole his change. I would be like, I'm gonna give that to me. That's mine. Like, what the He asked me how I wanted to die. What? That, without even having read the rest of that is not anything that you discuss on a first date. How do you want to die? What the Why do you want to wear my face as a mask? Is that where this is going? There's no other excuse for this. What? He asked me how I wanted to die. I said, in my sleep. He said, no, that's not gruesome enough. What the Yo, this dude is a serial killer. There's no way that he's not. It goes on to say, he also tried to kiss me 3 times, which I had to dodge. I ran away from him, actually ran. LOL, hashtag worst first date. I am... This woman is lucky to be alive. Are you kidding me? What do you mean LOL? Like, what? This is not funny. Like, you were going to be like probably his first murder. Like, he chose you. I promise you that's what happened. I think he just freaked himself out and talked himself out of it. But yo, he chose you. I'm just, what? How you gonna ask somebody how you want to die? They tell you, which is kind of crazy that she even responded. And then he said that's not gruesome enough and then tried to kiss you? What the these are cold reads. I have not read these myself before sharing them with you. I'm just like, what the this one is labeled, now that's how you think outside the bun. I don't know what that means. Okay, so it reads here, online dating in your 40s sucks. You know, it's not that great before your 40s either. Just saying. I met this guy online. It was not Tinder. And he kept bugging me to take me out to dinner. I finally agreed, and he said he wanted to take me somewhere nice. Now, I don't know about any of you, but when I hear somewhere nice, to me that involves waitstaff and tablecloths. We agreed to meet in a well-lit grocery store parking lot and ride to the restaurant in his car. It's cool out, so I put a dress on and tights and high-heeled boots and go to meet him in the parking lot of the strip mall. He pulls up in a Mercedes, and I wonder if I'm dressed well enough for wherever we're going. We do the greetings, and I get in his car, and he drives across the parking lot to the Taco Bell drive-thru. I am not joking. I text my teenage daughter, and she tells me that things like that only happen in the movies. Needless to say, there was no second date. You know, she got all dressed up and, you know, and she's right. If you tell someone that you're going to take them somewhere nice, I have to admit Taco Bell is not the first place I choose. Now, no shade to Taco Bell. I love me some Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? When I'm nice and lit, if that place becomes like a 5-star restaurant, you understand? But when I go on a date and I'm in complete sobriety and you tell me you're taking me somewhere nice and you pick me up in a Mercedes, I'm not thinking we're going to Taco Bell. What? I mean, you could have at least taken me to Chipotle. Shit, man. It's like a step up. Like, come on. This guy. He sucks. All right, so here is yet another one here. Man, I gotta say, the single life is, it's horrifying at this point. Okay, I was done with the date when she said she needed to take a wee as we walked down a back alley to the next bar. She pulled her jeans down, took a behind a bin, then searched in the bin and wiped up and wiped with a sheet of newspaper. I was totally infatuated with her after working with her for a few months, and in 30 seconds, it disappeared fast. Okay, wait a minute. So he asked out someone that he's had a crush on for a while. They go on a date. She says, "Be right back. I need to take a piss, I guess a wee." She goes down a back alley next to the bar, but doesn't go into the bar to use the restroom. She does it behind the bar. Wow. And then took a that's a red flag. I feel like if there was a red flag, that's one. That's disturbing. What? And wiped her ass with newspaper. I mean, like, he didn't say there wasn't a second date. I'm just going to assume that her actions implied that. And also, how do you go back to work with this person after seeing them take a How do you continue working with them? How do you stay professional?
Hey, listen, Lisa, I need copies. Oh man, you took a shit in an alley behind him. You wiped your ass with newspaper. I'll ask Elroy if he can make the copies.
Why was Elroy the name that I, I was like, think of a name, Elroy, go with that. Wow. I met up with a guy from Tinder at a brewery, and he was clearly already intoxicated. Oh, well, this is starting great. First of all, Tinder, red flag. Second of all, he's already intoxicated. Red flag number 2, and that was the first sentence. This poor person. He showed up on a street bike with a broken leg in a full cast. Wow. I asked what happened, and he told me his baby mama ran it over after he bashed all the windows out of her car because she was cheating. I left 10 seconds later. What the entire He shows up to his first date drunk as hell already. His leg is broken in a full cast. And he tells her that his ex, or his baby mama, not even ex, his baby mama, someone that he is going to be tied to for the rest of his life, ran over his leg because he broke the windows out her car because she was cheating. Yeah, nah, this person made the exactly correct decision to get the hell out of Dodge, okay? Because that is some drama that nobody would want any parts of. And if you telling me that happened to you and this is our first date, oh no, I'm good. So I'm going to go ahead and do an about face right back to my car. We're done here. No, thank you. I'll pass. Oh, baby, you already know what time it is. It's time to go ahead, take a look at your featured comments from one of my past videos. And the video we're looking at this week is going to be I tried ghost pepper chips. Yeah, them shits was hot, okay? I do enjoy spicy foods, but I like when the spicy food also has a good flavor. These chips were made just to be hot, and I did not enjoy my experience. First comment is coming from my girl, Dimples. What's going on, Dimples? Dimples says, LOL, that looked painful. When you said Christopher, it got real, LOL. Yeah, it did. Whenever I get like really super serious with Chris when we're doing something, I will call him Christopher. Like that's when he knows like, oh, she's scared. Oh, that hurt or whatever. You know what I mean? That's when you know got real. Speaking of which, I've been hearing from a few of you saying, hey, why are you bleeping your videos so much when it comes to like curse words and profanity? Well, it's because pretty soon there's going to be a new thing, community guideline thing going on with YouTube where they will start demonetizing videos that use excessive profanity. Now, I don't use, excessive profanity in this new rule that you're not going to be able to use any profanity within like the first 15 seconds of your video. And it's very possible that your past videos will feel that later on and they could demonetize older videos. So what I'm trying to do is get ahead of the curve should they decide to get a little extra with what they're doing. And every now and then I'll definitely still slip in some things in there just to be like, to the man, you know what I'm saying? Next comment is coming from Crystal Hearts. Crystal says, I love the Detail Geek. Sometimes I fall asleep to it, LOL. Yeah, I like that YouTube channel too. For those of you who are unaware, the Detail Geek is like this guy. His job is to detail cars, but he also does videos where he details cars that are like, I don't understand how in the world he was able to make this into this. Like, how did you clean that up? What? There's mold. How did you? And he makes them brand new. It's pretty fire. I'm telling you, there is a YouTube channel for everything. Our last comment is coming from Brown-Eyed Rocker Chick. What's going on, babe? Oh, Brown-Eyed Rocker Babe, my bad. Ooh. Brown-Eyed Rocker Babe says, I absolutely love Chris's sound effects. We all make the best videos together. Smile Squad. You damn right we do. Smile Squad. Smile Squad. I don't know. Well, I'll have to do better. That's not a very good theme song. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I plan on doing more videos like this where we get to just have a good time together with the randomness that we find online. We're always staring at our phones anyway, so I figured let's share the random together, right? If you haven't already, check out my podcast, the Professionally Silly Podcast. It will be available everywhere that podcast can be found, so come chill with your Audible booth thing and get random with me. And I'm telling you right now, we get audibly silly over there, okay? Be sure to subscribe, click the thumbs up button. Once again, that is the best way to help this channel grow. I hope the audio is sounding better. I do plan on using my Shure microphone as often as possible, and I'm looking forward to doing more videos like this with you guys. And don't forget, your girl got merch down below. The link to my merch store. You can go ahead and check those out. I got hats, I got hoodies, I got coffee mugs, you know what I'm saying? You can put hot or cold liquid in there, like universal, baby. Multi-uses, don't even worry about it. I guess that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. 37 jars of Vaseline and 15 pieces of teriyaki jerky.